Hey, this is your girl, Ammara Brown, and you're listening to the podcast by Two Broke Twimbos.
We broke, we ain't got it. Broke, five broke, we ain't got it. Don't spend no money, ain't got no clothes, ain't got no cars, ain't got no hoes. We broke.
Yo, this is South Africa's own.
The militia.
You're now listening to Two Broke Twimbos.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You're now listening.
Real son.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Phil Chard, aka Feedza, aka Flame Flossy, the big boss, baby, aka Sexington Lovu, aka Shamari Tengaro Dringy. And I'm here with...
My name's DannythatGuy, aka Dennis, aka The Only Guy, aka your girlfriend probably pities me, aka Dan More, or rather, when you look at my body weight, probably more like Dan Less.
King of Shires, you forgot that.
That was gonna come with that next.
Anyway.
This is Two Broke Twimbos, a brand new podcast, and we just kicking it while we talk about things that make no sense and things that make all the sense in the world. By the way, follow me on Twitter.
Yes, follow me on Twitter too. Don't block me, please. Basically, Two Broke Twimbos is a forum that allows us, two individuals who do nothing but tweet, to interview people that do anything but tweet. And somehow we have their numbers in our phone book. Dan, how do we do it?
To be honest, I think it is pity. They look at us and feel compassion. God bless the human family. God bless you all for showing pity upon us. As Phil said, while people are getting on with their lives, we are tweeting. And we would like to celebrate people whose lives are getting further ahead than ours.
And we do this by begging for money and kidnapping them into our studios. So our first victim was Ammara Brown. That went well, Dan, didn't it?
That went pretty well, I think. No restraining orders at the end of the show, so that was dope. That's coming up. Give you guys a little bit of a rundown on who the Two Broke Twimbos are. My name is Dan, as I said earlier, aka DannythatGuy. A little bit about myself. I live in Harare, in Zimbabwe, in Africa. My life goal is to be the first Zimbabwean to be on welfare for no reason whatsoever. And I'm very proud of this. I've been referred to as a yellow bone before.
By a man.
That's not the point. Unfortunately, my last few job interviews, which didn't go well, by the way, have let me know that it is something that you cannot include on your CV. Damn it. Times are tough. I've had to split my rent with several roommates, roaches to be specific, but they've been defaulting on the rent.
I think let's just stop right there. You people don't understand how crazy Dan's roach situation is. I was at his place like a week back. Before we left, he emptied out 2 cans of Baygon into the apartment. We get back 4 hours later. There's about 100 roaches laid out dead on the floor. There's about 200 more holding a memorial service on the wall.
Listen, they had to know. They've been defaulting on rent. I think I'm putting them on laundry duty this week. Let them know that they had to do something. I'm gonna stay in my place for free. I gotta pay rent, yo. Times are tough, man. But hey, that's DannythatGuy for ya. Phil.
Yes, that is me. My name is Phil. I tweet, I blog, I'm annoying. I have been kicked out of several respectable establishments, and I might even be kicked out of the studio before the time we're ever done recording. So look out for that. That's pretty much it. If you want to know more about me, you can follow me on Twitter. That's at Phil Chard. Or visit the other blog that I blog at. That's African Hip Hop Blog, AfricanHHB.com. So let's get on to the podcast, Dan.
Yes, please look out for inappropriate stereotypes. A whole bunch of sticky keyboards.
Well, I think it was particularly one, but maybe yours would make it 2. So yeah, 2 sticky keyboards.
2 sticky keyboards.
Yes.
And Dan going absolutely googly-eyed. This is Ammara Brown on Two Broke Twimbos. Check it out.
Welcome to Two Broke Twimbos, a show where 2 broke individuals talk about nothing with famous people because we can.
Who knows why they even made it to the show?
Yes. I'm Phil, and I'm here with
Dan. And we are here with someone else who's in the studio. She is Georgette. Her name is Ammara Brown.
Hey.
Hey, Ammara. Thank you for coming through. We're gonna start off by introducing Ammara Brown. Ammara has become one of the most well-known female artists in the country. Some people say it's because of her singing ability. Most people say it's because of her looks.
It's a toss-up for me. I'm not too sure. It's one of the 2.
It's half-half. Neither here nor there.
So let's get to the heart of the matter, Ammara. How are you so famous and you don't have an album out?
Wow. Oh, let's see. I perform a whole lot. On average, I have about 3 shows a week, sometimes 5. It gets a little crazy, and I think it's just become word of mouth. There's a curiosity, naturally, because of who my dad is, but I have to deliver on that stage irrespective. So.
In case you've been living in a cave, Ammara Brown's dad is Andy Brown.
Right.
Right. So basically what you're saying is the reason you're famous is people want to come see you live.
Yes. I mean, look, it wouldn't make sense.
As opposed to listening to you.
Well, the listening part is all good and well, but in actuality, I think one of my strong points is definitely that I'm a really powerful performer. Honestly, I don't know anyone who can sing, 10 of my songs. I know fans who are regulars at the shows and they can sing about 4, but, not all the words. So that tells me that because my music hasn't even been for sale up until maybe a week ago, it has to be the shows. And of course, looks help. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I can attest to that. Yeah. It's hard for me as well. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time having these looks.
All struggle, bro.
All right, let's talk about live performances, Ammara. You do say that your live performances are probably your strongest point right now. How important do you think for an African artist and a Zimbabwean artist, are live performances and the work that they should put into that?
Oh, wow. Look, my dad always said to me, I remember when I started working in the Storm, I was maybe 14, all right? And he never played the music the way it was on the album. And it would throw you off on a stage because you had to be, watching him all the time to see what craziness he decided to, do in that particular moment and just change things. And then I asked him one day, why don't you ever do it like the CD? And he said, if people want to hear the album version, they can go listen to the album. This is not about the album. This is about entertainment, and that's what we're here for. We're here to entertain. And so when I have my performances, I keep in mind at all times that if you want to hear it, just that version, then go listen to the radio or go download the single. But I'm not here for that. I'm here to keep your eyes fixed on me. And that's the challenge. It's really, really important. And I feel like of the 2 years that I've been consistently performing in Zimbabwe, I seem to have gotten that right because that's all the buzz, really.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You spoke of your dad and what his ethos was for live performances. I've heard some stories that he was quite a perfectionist.
Oh, yeah.
And very short-tempered
Yep.
with band members that were off cue.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any stories?
Ooh. Let me think. Well, no stories in particular. I just remember that he was merciless on a stage. If he felt like something was going wrong, believe me, you were about to be sworn. And I mean, like, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on this show, but let's just say every word you can think of, it came out of his mouth if he was unimpressed or pissed off at what you were doing. And it could make you quite uncomfortable, but you'd quickly buck up. There were words that he wouldn't use on me naturally, but everyone else was in crap. And I think I've picked up just the perfectionist bit. I remember we were trying to. I was preparing to perform in Malawi. And I was about 15 years old. It was Music Crossroads.
So like 2 years ago?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
Found out her age.
Oh my gosh. I am much older. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment though. And my dad walked into my rehearsal and he was watching me and he tried to get his 2 cents in just to help fix. And I was like, no, Dad, I got it. And then he said, oh, okay. So he literally got all dramatic and he picked up his chair and he went to sit about, 10 meters away and sat there watching my rehearsal. I took out the dancers and I was trying to direct the dancers and the band at the same time. But he was really proud of me at the end of the day. I think he could tell he had taught me quite a bit in the year that we had worked together. I don't swear, people. I'll say that. But my backing vocalist said to me the other day, Ammara, I came to work with you. I got a new band, all right, by the way. So he says, I came to try and work with you because I heard you were one of the most difficult people in Zimbabwe to work with. I'm actually very disappointed because all you want is deliverance. That's it. That's all you ask for. Just, can you put on a decent show? You know,
Like a church.
Just know what you're doing.
Deliverance.
Don't squeal like a pig, boy.
You know, it's that kind of thing. So I don't think I'm impossible. I just want everybody to bring to the table what I bring to the table in their own respect.
Ammara says she doesn't sway anyone. When she came in, she used 4-letter words on us like soil and plan.
What?
So she is that type of person.
Oh, God.
All right, cool. We're still talking about live performances. You had said, of course, that you don't want to have a sound that's the same as your CD, etc., etc. Now, I say your CD as if you have one. I'm sorry,
We'll say the one that airs on the radio. Let's go with that.
I've had lots of conversations with artists, and I'm always pushing artists to be like, no, don't just play your song in the background and sing along. What are your views on that? Because I know like a lot of Nigerian artists do that, and hey, it's worked for them, I guess. They just press play on the song in the back.
That's kind of racist, though.
They're singing along. No, it's not
Pretty
racist.
sure that's racist.
That's racist.
It's not racist. It's countryist. Okay, get it right.
All right. Well, I have to say that it's, people have been conditioned into watching these artists basically deliver what is on the album, which is fair and fine. But, you have to understand, of the maybe 3 million people in Harare, there's like, a couple of thousand that are consistently going to these shows and live venues and things like that. The odds of somebody coming to your show once a month are pretty high. And, not to say they'll be at all 3 shows this week or whatever, but they will see you. But what do you bring that's different each time? What keeps them coming back and saying, oh, wow, I've never heard it like this? And, getting their friends to come and become fans as well. You can't deliver the same thing over and over and over for a year. That is absolutely boring.
Shots fired.
It's just boring. It's fair and fine to watch some artists from, wherever, because you don't have to watch them every week or every month. You don't get to do that. But even if you've watched them the once, or you got to see that version on YouTube once, then you watch them at the next award show, you want to see something different. And you notice the biggest international artists always try to deliver the song in a different kind of way, in a way that you haven't seen it, whether it be choreography is completely different, outfits are different, arrangements are different. They spice it up because they know they have to keep seducing you. And I believe in that.
All right. Yeah, Phil's just going to go answer a call by MNT.
Sure. Yeah, ne?
These artists, we called them a long time ago. Hey, Anyway, I noticed another thing that you do very well live is present yourself in terms of dressing up.
Thank you.
You put a lot of effort into that.
Yeah.
You want to look a certain way every time you're performing, or is it just look your best?
Oh, wow. I try to be appropriate to the occasion. There's no stage that's too small to be dressed up on, as far as I'm concerned.
Might I add, there's no dress that's too small to be wearing on stage.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know
really glad about that.
There's outfits I just cannot wear on stage. But, because I can't dance in them. There's certain outfits that are just structured to, so you can sit down, stand up, walk about, but you can't really get down. You know what I'm saying? And I try to wear outfits that allow me, if I can't do the splits in it, then that outfit's not coming on stage with me. If it doesn't flatter my figure, it's not coming on stage with me.
Yeah, I feel the same way about breakfast. If I can't, be flexible in my outfit, then why wear it to breakfast?
What?
Just leave, Dan.
Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah. I don't know what I missed, but speaking of live performances and Nigerians.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you know where we're going. Smooth segue. For me. Why don't you tell us, Ammara? There's been a lot of talk online. What really happened at the Debaj performance?
Wow. Let's see. I was in the front. I was in the front, just, dancing like everybody else, having a good old time. And the thing about D'banj is I met him many, many years ago, on my birthday, in fact. He was actually trying to hit on me at a club.
I'm D'banj.
I'm D'banj. And he really does do the whole, you're a sweet cocolet one. He really
Would you
does
like to
do
be my
that.
cocolet?
Yeah, I remember dancing. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. And there's this dude, like D'banj looking. And I was staying in Joburg, and I was like, no way, that's D'banj. What would D'banj be doing here? Anyway, so I carried on dancing. And, yeah, in a couple of minutes, he was like, oh, no, what's your name? This, that, and the other. And I'm like, wait, because he said, no, my name is D'banj. I'm like, what? Oh, wow. And after his whole you're a sweet coconut speech, I was like, actually, I'm an artist. And unfortunately, I lost the cell phone. That phone got stolen because I remember getting his numbers and all of that.
Yeah, we know that story. Yeah, I lost
Yeah.
your number, D'banj. I'm sorry. I have no idea where it went.
No, it's true. It was stolen, so I never bothered. But who I did know on that stage for sure, and who knew me, was Ikechukwu. Now, Ikechukwu was on stage with D'banj, except I don't think he never pointed me out when D'banj was looking for all his cocolets. So there, D'banj is he's wilding out, and he's like, I want some cocolets on this stage. And, a couple of the girls that I was with were like, oh my God, I want to go. And, they're super pretty. So, in no time, they were picked out. The bodyguards were picking them out, and they landed up on stage, and D'banj is looking to his left. He's like, no, this is only 8 cocolets. I want 10.
He's got specific requirements.
And then he looked at me, and he's like, you. And I'm like, me? And he's like, you. I want this cocolet. I want this cocolet. Can you get that cocolet? I want her. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And the people around me are like, Ammara, go. And I was like, oh, well, as long as he doesn't hump me into the speaker, I think we'll be okay.
If women are fearing for their lives, or rather their sanctity, i.e. speaker virginity, your reputation needs to be addressed.
No, you should have seen, though, because Bebe Cool before him was just crazy.
He
humped
did.
2 or 3 girls into
I don't know if it was the
speaker.
girls or the
It was
speakers.
just,
I don't know. Something was being humped.
it was insane.
It was a type of night.
And I was like, yo.
It was like 7 p.m.
Because any other artist call me on stage, I always go. When I go to other people's show and they say, yo, Ammara Brown's in the house, come on, girl, come do something on stage, I always go. Manje, there's D'banj calling me, and I'm thinking, okay, all right, this can't be that bad, right? I always go, okay, cool. Then I land up going up, whoa. I remember seeing Danny in the audience. Danny's like, Ammara! I'm like, oh, God, here we go. But it was simple. I remember him just saying, can I have everybody dancing? Whoa. There was some dance and whatever, and we're all doing, a little bit of two-step. Then he picked out some girl to walk towards his kiss or model towards his kiss. She tried and failed. He wasn't impressed. The next girl tried and failed. He wasn't impressed. And then Ikechukwu comes out picking like, my guy.
Choose that one.
Yeah, choose this one. Because I remember when I met Ikechukwu, it was in Sun City. And Ikechukwu had seen me dance something fierce before, like fierce. So there I am. He's like, all right, you ready? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And instead of modeling, I danced towards him. And then I did what I do naturally, which was grabbing the mic, and I started to sing, and I started to dance a little bit, and it was all seductive and what, and that was it. And then he stopped the music. He was like, my God, girl, who sent you?
By the way,
on
Twitter, who sent you is now a standard hashtag. My God, who sent you?
Oh, wow.
It's
okay.
like, I got such a headache. My God, who sent you?
All right. Well,
Twitter
there you go.
famous.
That's what happened. And I don't know what the big deal was about all of that. If you've seen me dance at my shows, you know that I really get down. But, the media decided to take it to just a whole nother level on some, Oh, my God. How could Ammara go up there and do that? I was like, but have these people been to my show, though? I actually got one fan, two fan mails. It's not, well, they were my fans, and they're like, and these were people that hadn't actually been to the show, to that particular show. And they were like, Ammara, we're so disappointed. No. How could you do that? And I'm just like, were you at the show? They're like, no, we read the article. I'm like, well, if you weren't there, then you can't really speak, because you could tell the journalist wasn't there.
Yeah.
She had her own version of the story. So whatever. Everything was all good. I remember seeing Depanja at the after party. He was like, wow, what's up, cool. It was nothing but good love and
Did you try to get your number again?
No.
That's a lot of no's. Just say,
we had you at the first no. One was enough.
All right. Listen, you're listening to Two Broke Twimbos. We're just going to play some Ammara Brown music and we'll be right back.
Yeah, man. You don't know the original African diva upon the place, yo. Ammara, I see ya. Shot. Everybody come move on the area. DJ, receipts, on the stereo. Me about to make you feel real Africa. Guaranteed me take you higher, my girl.
When I'm hearing me tone, wasting line is my favorite tool. Dressed design like a Sahara dawn. You wait in line while you're chasing me full. Don't feel shy if you can't have the chase. Time ain't right and no it ain't the place. Girls in line and they can't wait to break. Every heart with their hips for a taste. Yeah, we on the beat, so you say. We work the week with no play. None of the things, so I say. Turn up the tune, time to play. We on the beat, so you say. We work the week with no play. None of the things, so I say. Turn up the tune, time to play. We wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down. We wanna show you nothing. Oh boy, we wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down. We wanna show you nothing. But it comes out no fear. The sex is sweeter than your eye can see. Don't come too close if you can't handle me. It means your eye will never be weak. Fuck your point, thinking you get a piece. Annoying my girl, hoping that she would leave. They want control over the biggest tease, but I'm the only one I'm out to play. We on the beat, so you say, work the week with no play, None of the things, so I say, turn up the tune, time to play. We on the beat, so you say, work the week with no play, None of the things, so I say, turn up the tune, time to play. Oh boy, comes out is up, we wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down, we wanna show you nothing. Oh boy, comes out is up, we wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down, we wanna show you nothing. I'll quench your thirst for sight and more ways than I should. More than welcome to watch me one day today. Let you love how I can make that news sound so good. Bet you never saw it coming, bet you never saw it, cause I'm such a freaking lady. We on the news, so you say, with the no play, none of the things, so I say, turn up the tune, time to play. We on the news, so you say, with the no play, none of the things, so I say, such a freaking lady. Boy, comes out is up, you say, wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down, we wanna show you nothing. Boy, comes out is up, you say, wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down, we wanna show you nothing. Boy, comes out is up, you say, wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down, we such a freaking lady. Boy, comes out is up, you say, wanna make a party. Oh yeah, come break it down, we wanna show you nothing. We on the beat, so you say, work the week with no play, none of the things, so I say, turn up the tune, time to play. So you say,
You want to keep going?
No, okay. Okay, I heard it no more.
Yeah, Ammara's just showing off right now. Pretty pathetic, really. I don't really know why.
So she's trying to impress us.
Because I can sing.
So that was done ways back. I don't know why you're still trying that.
Oh my god.
I can sing too.
I sing on a regular day. I sing just like everybody else in the shower, when I'm cooking, when I'm walking about. Even if I'm in the store, I feel comfortable singing. If I just feel like it, that's it. It's coming out. And my sister gets embarrassed sometimes because she's like, could you please, you don't need, look at this person. He's now staring at us. I'm like, I don't care.
That always makes for a fun shopping experience.
I feel the same way about urination. Listen, If I feel like I have to, it just comes out. I don't know why. Ammara, there's a certain culture that's difficult for Zimbabweans to accept. That's the culture or the thought of a Zimbabwean celebrity. You know, it's like, no, Tamona Nezuro Avondale, celebrity with what, you know how it is. So, I mean, you know, do you think that there's some sort of level of a celebrity that you're at, or?
If I'm to be perfectly honest, I think it depends where you go.
Yeah.
I've been to, you know, just the most random places, places where I wouldn't even think anyone knows who I am or even cares. I remember just being on the road one day and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I ain't got no makeup on. I'm looking like I just woke up. And, you know, and this random, I can't remember the name of the place, but it was really, really ghetto. And it was really ghetto. And this
When
guy
did you
was
come to my house?
Ammara Brown. And I was like, what? I was totally surprised because Harare knows me fairly well. And then over here, you have like the Lanis. The Lanis will pick me out and say, you know, oh, hi. They'll give a bit of a shout out, but they don't go crazy. The Lanis are not, you know, they're not about that life because they got more money than me.
Lani is a salad.
Yeah,
Salad.
salad. Yeah.
I don't got all my deal.
Yeah. So, and then you get like the average folk who live in the same neighborhood or something like that, and they're a lot more calm. They're always like supportive. And then you get people who don't see me on a regular day. I mean, yesterday I walked off stage and there was just the swarm. I didn't even get a chance to put on my shoes or anything. Just a crazy group of fans. And before I knew it, it took me like 30 minutes to walk 2 meters because of the pictures that everybody wanted to take. So I think the idea of when you say, well, do people believe in celebrity? Yes. I honestly feel like there's my level, and then there's like the jaw praiser level, which is like, whoa, you can't take that man anywhere. We actually went to grab some smoothies the other day because, you know,
She throws that in like so smoothly.
Yeah, me and
Like, y'all now just having smooths with jaw praiser.
You know, it's nothing special to me, you common folk.
Well, the truth is we're working on a song together. Well, we just finished it up.
Exclusive on Two Broke Twimbos.
There you go. Now you know. And he was on some, what's a smoothie? And I was like, oh, you got to learn about this stuff. For real. You know? And I was like, oh my God, let me introduce you, fam. Let me introduce you. I've got job prayers are saying dope. I swear, like every day. Anyway, so we get there and I'm just like, oh, you know, in Bardell, we don't know about that crazy lifestyle where everybody just flocks around you and blah, blah. Oh my God, I was so wrong. We walked into promo. We walked into Fruit and Veg, and I swear to you, it was like the store stopped. We must have walked like 3 meters in or something, and then all the people were walking, just stopping, staring, and I was like, uh-oh, we're about to have a moment. And by the time we got to the smoothie counter, it was just insane. There were people all around. All the workers started coming. They stopped doing their jobs. They started coming through. The customers started, oh my God, I got to take a picture of you. My sister is not going to believe this. She's not going to believe this. And I was like, oh my God, what just happened? Crazy, crazy. They actually opened a till for Ja Praiser because they didn't want him to stand in the queue. All of a sudden, this lady, like, she steps into front of the counter. She's like, no, it's Ja Praiser. You know, we can't make you guys, you know, wait in the queue. And I'm like, what? And then so I paid, and then we got stopped again. They're like, excuse me, sorry, ma'am, could you and Ja Praiser please come to the office? You know, our staff would like to meet you as well. They want to take pictures. And I'm like, what?
And you still had to pay?
And
that's what's bothering me. You have to pay.
Come on, Ja. So we go to the back, and then they have their whole, you know, photos and what and what and what. But Ja Praiser is much bigger than me. So, you know, some of the people were just like, oh, hi, Ammara. Can we get a picture with Ja? And I'm like, yeah, no, cool, no problem. So we walk out of there. I'm like, okay. We get out. Now, you know the security guards with the uniforms?
Yeah.
No, not those. There's those in the suits. The ones in the suits came to greet me and Ja like, Ammara, very nice to see you here. Ja, very nice to see you. Can we walk you to your car? Because, we have to take care of our celebrities. I'm like, you guys, what? I'm just like, you guys are selling dreams. It's just because Ja is here, because honestly, on a regular day,
a million times.
This is like my third time here this week. No one stopped me. It was no beef. It was that Bardell lifestyle. Now Ja Praise is here. It's over. We had to be escorted to the car. You can't take Ja anywhere. I said, honestly, if you want to live that life where no one bothers you, you're going to have to go out of the country. Yeah, wow. That's that. Yeah, right. So there is the celebrity where, it's just crazy and he can't, he can't go anywhere unnoticed. But that's great. It just depends. It just depends, but we're getting there. It's getting to that stage, that crazy stage.
Any stories of crazed fans and stalkers and stuff for you?
Do you count?
Listen,
do you count stalkerish? No.
That wasn't stalking. It was one time. One time.
No, I don't really find anything out of the ordinary, to be perfectly honest with you. There are some weirdos online, but people get brave online. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, Danny's even decent. Danny's quite cool, actually. I love Danny. I had one...
Yes! As a friend.
Something.
I had one of these... The thing about my fan mail is it gets really overwhelming sometimes. Some people have the nice, sweet, short fan mail. And then you get the person that wants to send you a Bible. So from time to time, I'll have someone else, reading out the email to me and saying, this is... No. And then I'll respond and they have to type. Oh God!
Wait,
one day,
did you say someone typing her emails?
Yeah.
Wow. Right. Because I have to monitor. I have to be there. I can't.
She has a real life Siri.
Right. So then one day somebody actually decided he was gonna tell me what he does to himself when he watches me on TV.
Shave. Wait, I got this. Scratch his armpits.
And this is why Dan is not allowed near 100 feet of a mic.
Out of the working space, yes. No, he was basically just saying he masturbates to my photos and wah. And I was like...
How did that make you feel?
Let's discuss that.
Oh God, I was just, initially I was like, what? You know what? I know what men do behind, their screens or whatever, and I may very well be responsible for a lot of, sticky keyboards, but for crying out loud, you really don't have to explain. I got you, Ammara. I love you. You turned me on. Okay, stop right there. We're good. That's okay, That to me is a little far-fetched. I don't want to know the details. That's all I'm saying, though.
Wow.
That's one of the crazier.
So, a Two Broke Twimbo top tip: do not let Ammara know that you're jacking it to her photos. Yeah.
Tip number 2: clean your keyboard.
Gross.
Life lessons and IT help. We cover it all over here.
That's why you need to keep subscribing to Two Broke Twimbos.
Yeah.
Everything. We got everything for you. By the way, smoothie lessons with Ammara Brown will be coming up in some future episode. She seems to be an expert on such.
I love them. Some people don't like them with milk. I like them with yogurt, but I prefer them with ice cream. I love
the visuals that I'm having right now. I'm messing up everything.
Oh God.
This conversation needs to end.
All right, divert. Red alert.
All right. Let's spend a few minutes just talking about your life before starting to sing.
Like when I was 3?
I mean, in public, like for yourself.
What was it like growing up in school, for example? What's it like being known as Andy Brown's daughter?
Oh God.
How do teachers treat you? What are PTA meetings like?
I'll tell you something. I remember trying to bug my dad to come to one of those parent-teacher guans. And he was like, now this is the arrogance of my dad. This is one of those moments because he was like, what are your teachers going to tell me about you? What don't I know about you? Oh, so they want me to come to their school so that I can hear about my own child. No. I know everything. You are clever. The grades are there. You are talented. Saka. Why should I come? Mara. It's nonsense. I was like, okay, cool. Everybody else's parents. So my grandmother would go because she used to work in the Ministry of Education. She was probably the reason I was so strict in school and that kind of thing. So when I fell pregnant, it was like good girl gone bad. You know that.
Or,
kind of thing.
just colored girl, but
Once again, the racism. Dan,
That's
the
racist. Foul.
finish.
Okay. Deliver. We're listening.
Gone normal. Is that offensive?
Yeah. It's offensive. Especially,
Your existence is
just so we're
offensive right
clear,
now,
those of
Dan.
you who are listening, Danny is Goffle, hey? Nkarat. 0.5. Half cast.
And 57 varieties, all in one.
You can't. Hi.
No,
Not allowed.
I'm just trying to, take the pressure off of you that,
No.
So you got pregnant while you were in school?
When I was in when I was in varsity, yes.
Cool.
Yes, yes I did.
That's +1 for the stereotypes.
Oh wait, no, wait. That was my gap year. I take that back. Wait, wasn't I 22?
Yeah, that makes all the difference.
It does, actually, because if she wasn't in school,
I
then,
wasn't. Yeah.
Are you really colored? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Well, not much.
You do know my mother's colored, right?
Yeah.
That makes you colored though, as well.
I don't understand what the I'm not. Did I say anything? I didn't say anything insulting. I'm just,
Really?
I'm just throwing it out there though. Do you consider yourself to be colored?
I don't know. My birth certificate says I am. I really don't look at race. We are all the same people. White, black, blue, brown.
No, I'm always curious. I bump into a lot of quote unquote black people who'll be like, oh yeah, no, my mom's colored, and I'm like, so
So y'all
so
something.
you mixed, right? And he's like, no, I'm not mixed, I'm black. I'm like, but you can't squeeze the mix out of you, hey. That's what being mixed
damn
means.
sure try.
I just that always just throws me off a little bit.
My racial issues are complex just among themselves. I thought I was black, so I was like
I thought I was black too at a
Then
point.
my mom was like, no, you're not. You see, your granddads were white. I was like, oh, no. And then it just got real confusing, so yeah.
It's really simple. It's really simple the way that I see it. Because I remember when I was living in the States, my mom had just woken me up to the idea that there's no such thing as a colored person. And I really feel like this door is open.
No, take Fizzle.
Sorry, take the. He's outside. He's really loud.
Holly, love my brother. Anyway, and she was on she had just started making me watch like Roots and Martin Luther King's real movie, etc., that kind of a thing. So I was young and impressionable, fairly young, and I remember believing for a few years that I was actually black, even though I have to say in the States there was a bit of a complication there, because they'd be like, what you mean you from Africa? Why your hair so Cherokee? Now Cherokee is like,
She got that girl. She got that girl.
She got that good girl.
it was weird like that. But all my friends landed up being Hispanic people because the Hispanic people thought I was black Hispanic. They thought I was mixed. So they'd be like, they'd just walk up to me and start speaking Spanish, and I'm just like,
Chica, hey, chica, this meet my essay. It's like, we say that back home.
No, like
But we
proper
pronounce
Spanish.
it exe.
Not just the
Oh.
accent. And I'd be like, we don't speak Espanol. And they're like, oh, all right. But, you look. And I'm like, no, I'm actually from Africa. They're like, yo, homie, come check this girl out, man. She says she's from Africa. Homie, she says she's from, girl, they'll be all killed. But eventually we get to that point where it's like, no, for real. They're like, is this your first time wearing clothes?
It's always, it's inevitable, really. It's inevitable.
Those crazy questions.
I do have to say,
always.
I admire your bravery in having such a long conversation with Mexicans.
Oh my, those actually landed up being like my best friends. I barely had any black friends. I can't even remember.
I'm sorry with the stereotypes, okay? I'm just trying to make jokes.
No,
Leave me alone.
they are like the colored people of America as far as I'm concerned. They were so cool as far as I'm concerned. They were just the dopest people. And, you know, when I got back, that's when black people over here were like, no, you're not black. Really, really. You know, like, Ammara, can you see those chicks over there? Those ones. Akarat. Ow. That's where you need to be standing. I'm like, what? So, you know, I just learned that I stopped even caring about, you know, who I hung out with. You know, my friends are all races. I just try to get to know people as they come about. And that's where that comes from. Though I'm very well aware I'm of mixed race, and I'm very comfortable with that, FYI.
I'm going to be honest. This whole interview was just a pretense. Basically leading up to this next question.
Oh,
which is the real reason why you're here.
Leaving.
Let's talk about your love life.
Oh, God. Oh, God. What would you like to know?
As little as possible, while at the same time knowing your current situation. Ooh, Danny, you're so smart. Hey, drop that in all smooth like.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
We're about to witness the most brutal swerve in podcast history.
Well, in a nutshell, it's complicated.
On Facebook.
That's the simplest. I have been seeing someone for some time, but it's a complicated situation. So
Okay, this interview's over.
that's it. That's all I can say.
All right,
That's
cool.
all.
Please don't ask for his name, Dan. Please don't ask.
I'm not going to ask for his name.
Or his address.
I was going to ask for his address.
God.
Anyway.
It wouldn't have made much a difference.
Oh, I know some people.
Oh
But anyway,
my
that's
gosh.
that's
Oh my
another
gosh.
story.
I will not blame you for trying to find out. Some of my celebrity friends have been calling me like, yo, the journalists have called me asking if we were dating and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh wow, I basically cannot be seen with any man without somebody pretty much wondering. But then again, I'm a flirt, so I can understand why maybe some things can be.
This is why I got
misinterpreted.
confused.
She doesn't talk to you, Dan.
With her eyes. She's flirting with her eyes.
Danny, that guy. Yeah.
Listen, Ammara, thank you for coming through. Hey, Phil, you got any more questions?
No, I think we've covered everything from sticky keyboards to
Oh,
racist
God.
stereotypes.
Yeah, it's a pretty well-rounded interview, I
To the
think.
coconut
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, this is
yeah.
going to get us a Pulitzer, I'm sure.
Thanks for coming through, Ammara.
Thank you guys for having me.
As per
Broke
usual, it's a
Twimbos.
pleasure.
Thanks.
We're going to sign off with something from Ammara Brown. This is Two Broke Twimbos.
We broke.
Yes. Hey, check. Yes. Check. Yes. Hey, check. Yes. Check.
Yes. Mafaro. Hapana zatavingaisi. Zedu ndeza mafaro. Hapana zimwe zatavingaisi. Zedu ndeze mbawa. Hapana zatavingaisi. Zedu ndeze mbawa.
Yes.
Hapana zatavingaisi.
Yes.
Zedu ndeze mafaro. Paro. Mafaro. Hakuna zatavingaisi. Zedu ndeze
No one
mbawa.
parties like my Zimbo girls, we're all over the world. No one parties like my Zimbo guys, they're all over the world. No one parties like my Zimbo people. No one parties like my Zimbo people. No one parties like us.
Zedu ndeze mafaro. hakuna zimwe za tabingaisi zedu ndezi mafaro hakuna zimwe za tabingaisi zedu ndezi chipawa hakuna za tabingaisi zedu ndezi chipawa hakuna za tabingaisi zedu ndezi mafaro.
You've been listening to Ammara Brown on Two Broke Twimbos. That was a pretty dope interview, I have to say. We covered pretty much everything.
Everything the police would want in a sexual harassment case.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a call for a transcript of that interview for court.
Or your hearing. Anyway, that was pretty much what we do here at Two Broke Twimbos. Interviewing your favorite celebrities, long-form interviews, stuff they normally don't discuss. I mean, where else would you hear about sticky keyboards?
Where else would you hear about how Ammara Brown really feels about colored people?
Where else would you hear about the bunch dry humping a speaker?
That guy was thirsty. I thought I was bad. Jeez. Yo, this is Two Broke Twimbos. Thanks for kicking it with us. Please make sure you subscribe to Two Broke Twimbos. Please make sure you follow the blog. We're going to have new content for you every week.
Yes, that's twobroke.twimbos.com. Two as in the number two, not two as in too much creep like Danny's.
No two as in go to your own house.
So follow us on Twitter, DannythatGuy, Phil Chard, twobroke.twimbos.com. We out of here.
Check you out.
We broke.